Sunday, what I did was I took 5 minutes or so just at the beginning of the service to explain what's coming up here at Freedom, to answer some of those questions that I know many of you are having at the moment, asking us about what are we doing here at Freedom, what's going to be our new rhythm and our new pattern, especially for our Sunday morning gatherings. So I'm just going to take a few minutes now just to explain this to you. So, we're going to be continuing our rhythm that we've already set in place. On the second and the fourth Sundays of the month, we're going to be gathering here at the church. And these are what we are calling our big church gatherings. On the second Sunday of the month, we're going to be continuing again with our coffee and testimony gatherings. This is our cafe-style morning, where we hear from each other the stories of what God is doing in each of our lives. We'll also have a time of worship at these gatherings. We'll be continuing again with our fourth Sunday of the month. This is our worship and word gathering, and probably will reflect a little bit more of what you've previously known as a service here at Freedom. These gatherings are going to include worship and teaching and prayer. We're also going to be having a children's ministry provided on that day for children ages 4 to 11 years. These gatherings, both on the second and the fourth Sunday of the month, will start at 10:30 here at the building. We're really excited about these bigger church gatherings. It's going to be a time for us to come together as church family, to celebrate with one another, to know that we are a part of a bigger thing here at Freedom. But what are we doing on the other Sundays of the month? That's the question that I hear you all ask. Well, we are not declaring that the doors of Freedom Church are shut. In fact, completely the opposite. We are encouraging you to fling wide the doors of your homes, to fling wide the doors of your lives, and invite people in. Because we are going to be gathering together in smaller expressions, in different host homes around the area. And it's in these groups on the first and the third Sundays of the month where we'll be able to get to know each other, where we'll really be able to build genuine relationships with one another and fellowship with one another, just as the early church did. We're going to be doing this at 10:30 on the first and the third Sundays of every month. You're going to be gathering in small groups. And at these groups, we're going to be sharing communion. On that first Sunday of the month, we're going to be encouraging you in those homes, in those small groups that we put you in, to share communion, to pray with one another, to really wrestle through some of the things of life with one another, to encourage and be there, to support one another and build those friendships. And on the third Sunday of the month, as you gather in people's homes, in those small groups again, we're going to be releasing a short teaching or perhaps a Bible reading or a Bible study or maybe a podcast or a video to watch. And it's that time that you'll be able to talk and discuss and share your thoughts and ideas with one another, to talk about what we are releasing and really wrestle with it and take it on board for yourself and encourage one another through discussion. So these groups are going to be great groups. We're really excited about this because we believe that God is pioneering this way forward for us as church. An opportunity for us on those second and fourth Sundays to gather as a bigger church, to celebrate with one another and know that we're a part of a big thing. But then on the first and the third Sundays of the month, gathering in those smaller groups across the region, across the district, encouraging one another, building friendship, and really doing life with one another and growing in our Christian faith together. We're really excited about this, and we know that it's going to be different and it's going to feel different, but we believe that God is going to move and move powerfully amongst us. We have a vision to see every single person, every single family grow in passion and relationship with God. We've got our heart to see this church grow numerically, for people to find their space whether it's in the bigger church expression or in the smaller church expression. Every single person, wherever they find their fit, is absolutely vital and valuable to us at Freedom. We believe that as we embark on this new journey, you might find that you slot in one or the other or both, and that is absolutely okay. Church, we are beginning to step out of the boat and do this new thing. We're stepping into a new rhythm. We're starting a new dance. And that is going to be fun, it's going to be good, there might be moments where we don't know the steps, and that's okay too. But church, this is what God has been preparing us for. Over the last few months, we have been hearing stories of faith from our Out of the Boat evenings. We've been journeying and talking about, raising our faith and becoming a devoted people of Jesus. And it's all in preparation for this point, where we step out of the boat and into this new thing that God has for us. So church, I really hope that this short video explains to you a little bit more about what we are doing here at Freedom, what our Sunday morning ministry is going to look like. Second and fourth Sunday, bigger church gatherings here at the building. On the first and the third, smaller expressions. It's going to be great. They're all starting at 10:30, and more information about your smaller expression will come out shortly. But if you've got questions, if you're still not sure, please feel free to speak to either Mike or I, and we will be able to take time with you and talk about what God has got coming up here at Freedom. Thanks, church. Have a great day, and see you next Sunday.